Cecil Beaton's Fashionable World is the fourth major exhibition of Cecil Beaton's photographs to be shown here at the National Portrait Gallery, but the very first to delve into the core of his career, that is to say the fashion photography which lays the foundations for all his successes to come. It takes us chiefly from 1927, when Beaton is hired by Vogue as its main portrait and fashion photographer, and it ends in 1956 when, having been let go from Vogue, Cecil Beaton decides to turn instead to his first love, the performing arts. The Chinese-American actress Anna May Wong was a star of the silent era. Beaton photographs her at his home in London, clutching some exotic flowers and framed by some gypsophilia held up, he said, by billiard cues. Anna May Wong was the only Asian woman on display in Cecil Beaton's first book, The Book of Beauty, published in 1930. In 1940, Beaton is hired by the Ministry of Information to become a war photographer. This would take him to the Far East, to India, North Africa, but he started first on the home front, and one of the great pictures he takes is of 3-year-old Eileen Dunn, who was injured in the Blitz and finds herself in Great Ormond Street Hospital. When the image appeared on the front cover of the magazine Life in New York, it did much to elicit sympathy from the American people to the plight of the British. Beaton had always wanted to photograph Marilyn Monroe. She was the great star of the day. And in 1956, in his hotel room at the Ambassador in New York, his dream came true. When she came into his hotel room, it was 2.5 hours late. But he said that tornado that was Marilyn Monroe was one of the most exciting photographic assignments of my life. He couldn't help thinking, though, that there was a strange vulnerability to her. He writes in his diary, "I think this will all end in tears." Beaton had successfully designed the costumes for the Broadway stage musical of My Fair Lady. It brought him national and international renown, especially when it played in London 2 years later in 1958. When it came to the film, there was no hesitation in Beaton accepting the commission to design the costumes and this time the sets as well. He did not enjoy his time in Hollywood. He quarrelled with director George Cukor, but he made a lifelong friend in Audrey Hepburn. In 1965, at the Oscar ceremony, Beaton was awarded 2 Oscars. He was now an international celebrity. This was his crowning success.